Hello and welcome to SCAN, a show brought to you by SCAN, the Social Community Activities Network. SCAN is a nonprofit agency dedicated to helping active adults stay informed, empowered, and inspired. I'm your host, Tracy Wolfman, and I'm the CEO and owner of We Care Adult Care and a board member here at SCAN. I would like to introduce my guest today, Pat Bohse, Executive Director of SCAN. And Pat, it's a pleasure to have you on the show with me.
Well, it feels very strange to be on this side of the studio, but I'm really pleased to be here with you today.
Thank you, thank you. So we thought that we would talk today, Pat, about Engage at Every Age, which is our new title for 2018 for Older Americans Month. So what's going on with SCAN for Older Americans Month?
So Older Americans Month is the month of May, and it's part of the Federal Older Americans Act funding, which came into existence in 1965. So it's 53 years old, and it's not showing its age, it's just getting better with age. And we are having lots of things going on here at SCAN going forward for May in celebration, and also a lot more educational opportunities in the community that I think that we're getting known for.
Yes, the best kept secret is blossoming out into the community.
Yeah, so besides having the location at the Monmouth Mall, which we have 3 semesters per year, 13-week classes in each one of those semesters, we also are now in Freehold Borough. We have a senior center there, which is in the YMCA's community center on Center Street, and it's doing really well. We're there on Tuesdays from 10 to 2.
Right, and that's a site that was brought on last year. And has it evolved and grown?
So it's been with us 2 years. I can't believe.
Okay, my apologies.
No, it just goes so fast. Time. It's really growing leaps and bounds. And not only do we have Tuesday from 10 to 2, we also have what's called First Fridays, and we're having a variety of different topics and speakers. I think that we've started Coffee with a Cop, where some of the local officers come in to speak with the seniors, keep them up to date on what's going on, and that's going really well.
That would be probably so informative, so they get to know the community seniors that they have and maybe what some of their needs are.
Absolutely.
That was ingenious, whoever thought that up.
Well, that would be Beth Stamp. She's the coordinator, former executive director of SCAN, so she has a lot of aging background. And we're going to be doing a brain health fair there, I believe, in June. And I'm excited because we have a lot of good turnout at that particular event.
How's the feedback from the seniors who didn't have this availability to come here to SCAN, and now they're getting connections, services?
They're really loving it because we're bringing everybody to them. We're bringing for Phil to do SNAP applications. We're bringing, Affordable Housing Alliance for help with rental assistance and utility bills. So we're bringing all of the service providers to them, and they were amazed at stuff that they were eligible for.
That
and
they didn't know about.
I think that's really what we're all about.
I mean, just to have that, I'm sure every town is going to be trying to get those services now, because with this population that's just exploding now, they need education, they need resources, and they need somebody that they can trust. Because we have that whole issue going on. So I'm so happy that SCAN was able to make that happen and deliver that, and hopefully it will just grow from here.
So the other thing, as far as Freehold, let's stay there for 2 seconds. One is that we will be at the Court Street Community Center during the summer this year, because we were not able to provide the center because the Y has the kids there for camp. So instead of closing, we're going to go on the other side of town, and we're going to be able to find some new seniors who didn't know about us, and we can provide some more continuing service with them.
Very good. And the other seniors can get over to the other side.
Absolutely. Freehold Borough has their own transportation, and so we're excited about that. So with that said, we recently had a transportation symposium.
Right, that we're looking forward to hearing about from you today.
Yeah, I don't know, we kind of planned it last year, put it on hold out of respect for the county's system they were going through a needs assessment, so we decided that it was time. So we had New Jersey Transit, we had the county transportation system, we had Uber and Lyft here.
Wow.
And we just really wanted to make sure everyone knew of options available for transportation, because you know as well as I that if someone's homebound, they're isolated, they become depressed, and they become physically sick quicker. And so if people plan, and that's our theme this year, is plan, that you have these options to be able to do things and get out of the house. And besides going to doctors and to the food store,
right,
you can go have some fun.
Because typically they know that they can get transportation if they give enough notice to get transported to medical appointments. But if they're not living in a senior community that has a bus that goes food shopping and things like that, so they were informed, educated, yep, and costs were?
Well, costs were discussed. I mean,
okay,
Uber and Lyft is not cheap,
right,
but it's an option. So how I explained to them, if you want to go out for dinner with your friends and want one of those extra martinis or something
right,
like that, then you can absolutely be comfortable taking a Lyft home. Or if for some reason, some people, I don't know about them, but I'm having a problem driving at night.
Right.
And there might be some options that, or things I want to do, and I would rather someone take me there for safety purposes.
So what was the feedback from the seniors after the symposium?
So the seniors loved the information. We
okay,
had tables. Everyone had a table. The other is that we invited a lot of service providers to start to rethink how they provide services, because the other piece here is that we found that we need to go to the customer. And
right,
that's where Scan on Wheels was born about 2 years ago. And we are now going to people or seniors in Kingsburg and Keyport and Long Branch and Neptune. And so we have this 10-week curriculum that is just going really well. And we're teaching people technology and health and wellness.
Right. Two of the most key components, because everyone needs technology today, especially people with the phones and their iPads and laptops and whatever they're using, but no way to get an education on how to use them properly.
Right.
And the lack of health knowledge is probably one of the biggest things. So,
and the financial literacy piece too that we do.
okay,
Again, we provide them with copies of the county resource guide directory, mm-hmm, and they're amazed at what they're eligible for. Right. As far as services, benefits and entitlements and services. So we just leave them with really good information to make informed decisions going forward.
Right, because everyone needs to figure out a way how to manage that maze of aging, but without trying to get something that is unproven off the internet.
Yeah.
Because the internet, a lot of times they'll Google information and it just leads you to another site, and then they're hiring someone to give them information, right, that's free.
Right.
So I am happy that they're getting the information. So the Transportation Symposium, housing option fair.
New, that's new for us. Because, I mean, I don't know, but there's 123,000 seniors in Monmouth County, right, and about 160 plus in Ocean County.
Wow.
And so housing options become a really big issue. Whether someone wants to stay in their present home, mm-hmm, might not be able to afford it. So in this symposium, we're going to talk about what kind of housing is available, not just in Ocean County, because this is where that'll take place at St. Andrews.
Okay.
That is one of our community partners. They let us do all of our lunch and learns there.
That's a great benefit to
But
us.
we're going to have someone to talk about reverse mortgages so that people aren't afraid of that. We're going to have someone coming in talking about securing your present home as far as grab bars and making it safer to stay there. So they do a house assessment. We'll have someone talking about utility bills and how to cut back on some of your expenses. So it's first for us, so we're excited.
I think in this day and age, the housing option, I mean, a lot of people don't even know how to get on waiting lists to go into senior housing. You know, the option to stay home is a great option if you can figure out how to afford that component. Mm-hmm. And it's a necessary education, but bringing that out to the community, yeah, is a great, invaluable resource. So all of those things, and when is that going to be held?
So that will be in June,
okay,
but the big thing that's coming up is our Senior Expo.
Well, that was next on the list, so the Senior Expo, every year.
Well, every year. This is the second year, though, that we're doing a Senior Expo and a fashion show.
Yes.
And we're just incredibly excited. Last year was a big hit, and the Senior Expo will be May 11th. It'll be upstairs in the mall. We'll have about 40 vendors to talk about a variety of things and show their wares, so to speak. And then this year we're really very blessed that Macy's department store has agreed to dress our models.
And the models are going to be active seniors?
Yep. All of our models are 50 years and older.
That's
wonderful. Men and women, and again, we're excited because they brought so much to the runway last year. Last year we had over 400 people attend the expo.
Wow.
We're hoping that we can raise that number this year.
All right, so how do they sign up to be a model? Do you need models or you have enough?
So we're going to be putting a call out for models.
Okay.
We probably will talk to some of them, those who were models last year. The other, as you know, we have sponsors. And
right.
So we did ask some of our sponsors if they had people within their employment who would like to be a model. They had to be over 50, and we had probably 5 or 6. We had someone from V&A, we had Monmouth Medical Hospital, we had Horizon, Blue Cross Blue Shield. So we'll ask them again, and then we'll have representation from both Monmouth Center and Freehold and Ocean County.
So we have all the centers, and then Macy's is going to dress them all.
They are.
And then they're going to have a runway?
Yeah, we'll have a stage and a runway. We'll have them walking to music. I believe that last year Lou from the Lou and Liz radio show was our master of ceremony, so we're going to ask him. We haven't heard back from him yet.
Oh, he has to come back, Lou,
and Tom
if you hear us today.
And Tom Hayes will be on stage too.
Very good. 2 great MCs. What else can they expect from the Senior Expo besides, I mean, the fashion show is going to be the highlight and added addition since last year.
Yep.
And resource tables?
So so we'll be there from 11 to 3. The show, the fashion show will be about 1:30ish, or a little, so they have time to go and see the vendors. But we'll have a variety of health screenings because it's still important for people to check their blood pressure and their sugar levels and all of that. But we'll also have vendors as far as technology for the home, what they can start looking at to bring new technology in so that they can stay in their home and be safe. We'll talk about some of the different varieties of assisted living or independent living. Some of the vendors will be here. I believe we'll have Ted back, who is our travel expert. He was on our show, and we did the Vacation Expo with him in February. Huge success. First time we ever did it.
Right. I walked through all the vendors. I mean, it was so wonderful to have those people there so you can have a face-to-face with them, because mostly everyone goes on their computer to plan.
Right.
So you got all the questions answered. The presence of their information, because, you know, wherever you wanted to go, you could see their screens that they had there. And the people were so informative and nice, not trying to sell you a vacation, which was the greatest component of it, because people don't want to talk when there's high pressure sales, right?
And we did have a winner of a trip to Club Med. Don't ask me her name because I don't know off the top of my head, but they gave away a trip.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
To one of the seniors that attended the expo, right? And there was no cost. You just put your name in for that, so that was really a free trip.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so lots of things going on at SCAN. Remember, engage at every age. I think that's a great theme for this year. It's Older Americans Month, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And are there any other events going on in classes here?
So we just started our spring-summer semester.
Okay.
And so people can call 732-542-1326 to get information about the classes. They can go on our website, which is scannj.com, and look at all of our classes and hopefully enjoy our new website. And then we have some lunch and learns coming up throughout the semester and going into the fall. And our annual luncheon, 30th anniversary annual luncheon,
very exciting, the 30th
will be October
anniversary.
23rd at Seabrook.
Well, Pat, thanks so much for coming on our show to inform all of our active seniors in the community about what's going on here at SCAN. We're so excited for all of these events. And we're going to take a short commercial break right now, and we'll be back with more great information for our viewers. Thank you for watching.
So, if you're over 65, like me,
and active and fairly healthy,
being active and healthy alone will not protect you.
Remember, the immune system weakens with age.
And if you're over 65, ask your doctor about your vaccination options.
we want you to be healthy and active.
Welcome back to Welcome to Scan. Thank you for joining us again. And I have a guest here today. Her name is Barbara Velice, and she is My Stylist from Macy's. We're so happy to have you here today, Barbara, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tracy, for having me.
Macy's is in Monmouth Mall right here above Scan, and we are excited, grateful, and thankful that you are going to be dressing the models for our Scan members and supporter for this year's fashion show. And we were just talking about our Senior Expo, and now that you are joining us along with Macy's to provide that service, we are very excited to see what our models will be looking like. It's going to be May 11th in front of the Macy's on the main level of Monmouth Mall. So you are going to have the task of dressing the models.
Correct.
And you're going to get to meet them. Do they pick out their clothes with you, or you just pick the clothes out for their sizes?
Well, we actually at Macy's, first of all, want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to give back to the community. So we're thrilled to be a part of it.
Thank you.
And as far as the models, I will get to meet each one of them.
Oh, very good.
So we're excited about that. And they'll come in and they'll give me an idea of what they're looking for. And then that we'll make sure that it's into the spring trend for this season.
Right, since we are hosting it in May. Because this Senior Expo from last year, I mean, they are so proud when they are up there modeling their outfits. So it's really going to be an exciting time at the Senior Expo to have that done. Now, tell me a little bit about your role as a Macy's stylist, because I used the services for many years, and I think it's invaluable, but some of our viewers may not know exactly what you do over there. So why don't you enlighten us?
Well, I am actually the personal and corporate shopping service for the store. So I reach out to the community. I help people, everyday people, to anybody that would want to use our service, come in, and I help them dress for special events. I help them update their wardrobes for the season. I can help them update their homes. I work the entire store, so I can do anything from your ready-to-wear to your shoes to your accessories to the men's department to housewares and home, along with the furniture store across the street.
And just a little added thing, because we have a population that attends Scan here and attends classes, and they may have a difficult time getting around for different reasons or getting here. So you can have things brought out and ready for them when they come to see you.
Absolutely.
I mean, that would be a wonderful thing. Besides helping people get ready for special events, everyday shoppers, do you help them also?
Of course. We try to help everybody. You know, if I have a minute of time, I certainly reach out and try to help whoever needs help. And there's different ways of helping people. Sometimes they just need help finding an item. Sometimes they need help finding a department in the store. So I help do all of that.
Right. And what about the biggest factor, especially for our seniors, because most of us are on fixed incomes in that community? Is there a cost affiliated with your service?
Surprisingly enough, it's free.
Yay!
It's an invitation to anybody who chooses to shop through Macy's.
So they can come and shop with you, and they have the service of your nice room over there, private dressing room, your smiling face, you pick out the clothes, and they can pay for everything right there, and there's no additional fee. And they can use coupons.
Yes.
Okay.
I call it the one-stop shopping center in the store, so we can get everything from everywhere and check out all at once.
And you know, it's on previous people that we've had on the show, the whole thing is about what services we can bring to people's homes that cannot get out, or one-stop shopping. You go to one place to get all your needs taken care of, and now we know that My Stylist, Barbara Velice at Macy's, can do that for you.
Of course.
And I'm happy to share that with our viewers. Can they speak to their stylist before they come in?
Of course. If you wanted to call or email me, you could certainly reach out.
Okay.
And then it's easier for me because actually I have a better idea of what you're looking for, so I can have it ready for you when you get there.
Very good. And when you have sales that maybe the people don't know about, so you reach out to them, I know, because I've got those phone calls to give me the insider's tip on when the sales are going on. What are some of the top trends going on? Because, you know, everyone always wants to know what color is coming out. What am I supposed to wear?
Well, for the spring season,
yes,
pink. Any hue of pink is the color for the season. Gingham and floral prints are the trends. Macy's also has the It List, which is definitely a hue of pink anywhere on you. Statement denim, which is denim that has some kind of statement on it, an embroidery or fringed edge, you know.
Oh, is that what statement denim is? Because I didn't know what that is, and I don't know if our viewers would know what that is either. So statement denim.
Gingham.
Okay.
Any type of gingham.
I hope one of the models picks out some statement denim.
Oh, I'm sure we'll help them pick that out. We want you fashion forward.
Oh, yes.
And we know that all of our seniors are, so I don't have to work too hard.
They actually are.
They are?
Yes. So, okay, so we got the pink, the statement denim. What about for the men?
For the men, it's a striped t-shirt and lightweight jackets and the utility or cargo kind of look. That's big this season.
Really? You're in pants, you're talking?
Or anywhere. It could be in a jacket, it could be in the pants, it could be anywhere.
Okay. That's, you know, every year you see magazines and different things come out with, I guess, the statement. What was it in the fall where winter red was the color?
Yes.
And everyone was wearing red. So pink, I happen to like pink, so I'm happy about that. What about makeup? So when we talk about, you know, we want people to be fashionably dressed, but you want your whole well-being put together.
Correct. I agree with that. What I find is with talking to our estheticians, they always say, you know, it starts from within.
Right.
You need to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate with plenty of water.
Yes.
Then you need a great skincare regimen. And you can go to any one of our beauty counters and any one of our beauticians or beauty our beauty supply people, our beauty consultants can help you acquire that look.
So I know from past, I see walking through Macy's that they, and there's no cost to try out that either.
No.
So they can come to you, get dressed, go over to the makeup counter or vice versa, and get taken care of and try everything out once before purchasing it or buying it.
Correct.
You have here, we are always asked if we can lose 10 to 20 pounds. We can't do that, but you can dress us like that, correct?
Correct.
Tell me about that.
Well, first I always tell everybody, be happy with who you are now, because in 10 years you're going to want it back, me being one of those people as well.
Right.
But you can actually enhance certain areas and camouflage other areas to get the best foot forward for people.
When you're dressing them. I was going to ask you a question about the dressing part. So say somebody comes in and they are certain that they want to buy a certain item and you know it doesn't look good on them. And because we want people to be honest and truthful, right, about what we're purchasing.
Absolutely. When you leave my office, you're actually representing me. So I try to make sure that you look your best.
All right. So we have honesty, and
of course,
people might not want to always hear that.
I don't always want to hear that either.
But we like the honesty, right?
Yes.
So, okay, so we got the makeup done, and now we got the clothes. Let's talk a little bit about what we have in the home department at Macy's Stylist.
Well, we have all kinds of items through our home. We have backstage downstairs. We have last act. We also have our electronics, you know, from coffee pots to KitchenAids, to fine china, to everyday dishes, to towels, to bedding. We have all of that in our store.
Right. So are there any trends in housing that we should know about?
Normally when it comes to housewares, I kind of think that you need to keep and this is my opinion.
Right. Well, you're the stylist. Let's hear it.
I think you need to have a natural, clean palette, and then you can put pops of color in it, and I think that shows best.
Right. So what are the trends? I'm talking sheets, towels, things like, are there color trends there also?
No, that's more or less up to the individual because it's all about self-expression.
Okay.
So they don't really just pick a color. I mean, right now, of course, grays, neutrals are there, and again, you add in a pop of color. So you could do a jade, you could do, you know, whatever you're comfortable with, a navy.
So the colors don't change so much in the housewares department?
Not, you know,
because everyone
will go darker. They will do spring colors, then they'll do winter colors, but it's up to the individual.
Okay. And so I'm just trying to, the layout of Macy's, because, you know, I'm a frequent flyer over there. The shoe department.
Yes.
So when you are dressing someone, you're doing head-to-toe shoes, pocketbook, accessories?
Correct.
Okay.
Normally I'll start with the ready-to-wear pieces, and then I'll blend the shoes and the accessories into that to complement that outfit.
And people can discuss, because we know our community active seniors and other seniors, they're on a fixed income. So do you think that there's a broad enough range between sale items and quality that you can still dress them appropriately within their budget?
Absolutely.
You say that with great confidence. I'm happy to hear that, because I think sometimes people will say, well, you could get half the outfit.
No, I think we always have something to offer somebody, and I think we have a wide range of product.
Oh, I agree with you, but, you know, just to let our viewers know that, you know, within any budget you can dress them and help them, and they shouldn't be intimidated by coming into Macy's Stylist, or My Stylist, excuse me.
Well, I know even when I first went into the store and they told me about a stylist, I'm like, no, I don't know.
You think right away dollar signs.
Exactly. What I'm very fortunate and able to do is build a relationship. So where you know where you're going back to, you know where you left things, you know how to, and I am truthful.
Right.
So however you need to use the service, it's now a friendship versus just a shopping experience. We develop rapport and long-lasting relationships with people.
Yes, indeed you do. One little last component of that, because a lot of people, and I'm talking about my active seniors again, sometimes they don't have cars and they can't get places. They can call you up and say, I need this gift for somebody, and you can obtain that and ship it out for them.
Correct.
So that's another big bonus, especially for people that don't always travel.
You're right.
Yes.
You can call, and I have my email and my phone number, and you can also go into the Macy's website and scroll down to the bottom, and it will say My Stylist, and you can click on that. You can make an appointment, or you can find one that's close to you. You can call us anytime.
That is wonderful. Barbara Velice from My Stylist at Macy's, I really thank you for coming on our show. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Scan. I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned some helpful tips. Now it's your turn. We'd love to hear from you and what's on your mind. Please call Scan at 732-542-1326, or you can email us. Send us your show ideas and feedback. Thanks for watching. Keep well, and until next time.